Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio. This won't resonate with all Scorpios, so if this isn't resonating, make sure to check your other placements, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. So we're going to start with oracle cards. This reading is going to be about who and what is coming towards you in love. So we're going to start with this deck. So let's see who and what is coming towards Scorpio in love. Who and what is coming towards Scorpio in love, please, Spirit. So we are going to look at the bottom of the deck to get an idea of who this is, and then I'll shuffle one card out, and then I have a few other oracle cards we're going to get before we get to tarot. So we have the 6th house: habits, health, service, colleagues, employees, skills, workplace, daily routines, nutrition, diet, fitness, hygiene, checkups, responsibilities. So that could be an indication of who this is. This could be someone you work with or someone who is very work-oriented. Maybe they have a lot of responsibilities. This could also be someone who is into nutrition, diet, fitness. So who is this coming, who and what is coming towards Scorpio in love? We have the 9th house, which I believe is Sagittarius. So philosophy, publishing, writing, discovery, law, exploring, travel, ethics, foreign countries, religion, higher education, spirituality, wisdom. So however that's resonating for you, this could be someone who's a writer or a publisher into philosophy. They could work in the law department. I was hearing division for some reason. They could live at a distance from you or travel a lot. So let's see who this is coming towards you. Who is this coming towards my Scorpios? Who is coming towards my Scorpios? All right. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. So we have the zebra, traveler. This person could definitely like traveling or be from another country foreign to you. We have the zebra. So like I said, I always take the bottom of the deck energy for extra confirmation. So let's just look at the zebra. That's a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The zebra. Eccentric, creative, visionary. Young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared, their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. Interesting. So light attributes: worldly, enthusiastic, fashion forward. Shadow attributes: jaded, pouty, vain. So that could be resonating with someone that's familiar to you, I'm hearing. So let's see who is coming towards Scorpio in love. Who is coming towards Scorpio in love? We have the bee. Interesting. And the swan on the bottom. So you could resonate with twin flames, or sorry, swans are a symbol of twin flames or a soul connection. It feels like whoever this is, if you do know them, this could be someone who's spending a lot of time alone right now, or you could be in separation with them. The swan energy is very healing, potent energy, and it does call for solo time and self-reflection. We also have the bee here, so this could be definitely connected to someone who you know through work, or like I said, they could be very work-oriented. They could also live at a distance from you, I'm hearing. This could be someone who has a very busy work life, or they could be a little bit of a workaholic or a lot of responsibilities through work. And I always say this, but there is a bubble around this bee. So right now you may be, like I said, with that swan on the bottom, this person could be isolating themselves right now. I can't figure out if you know this person yet or not. You could be dealing with a Cancer. This is very similar to Cancer's reading. So let's just have burnt out. That came out in Cancer too. So someone who, the B card does talk about someone who tends to overwork, and maybe they don't realize that. And then when they're in that energy of being overworked, for some reason I just heard overworked and underpaid, but when they're in that energy of overworking, they can become quite burnt out and maybe sting you or be short with you. This is very similar to Cancer. We have in progress. So I feel like, we'll see what comes out, but I feel like you may already know this person. Even if you haven't become romantically involved with them yet, this could be someone you know through work, or this is someone that you do know that you have unfinished business with. So I'm just going to do one more shuffle, and then we'll see. Oh my goodness, we'll see who this is. They don't want to shuffle today. I need to do that one more time. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just saw the yin yang card. All right, so let's get a better idea of who this is. We have uninspired stability. Interesting. Let's see what comes out. So who and what is coming towards Scorpio in love? Like I said, this is very similar to Cancer's reading. So on the bottom, we have alluring and release. So it feels like this could be someone that you have released or you've let go. And it feels like right now they're very magnetized to your energy. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands. So you could be in a very magnetic energy right now. We have acts of service, which came out for Cancer, showing affection through actions, doing things for others. So this could be someone who has a job where they do things for others or they help others. It could also be that this is someone, if you know them, that they're very quick to help people that they work with or help their friends, but maybe not you. We have deep conversation, so in-depth connection below the surface. So it feels like there's a deep conversation between you and this person coming. There's also something about this card, it's very Six of Pentacles energy. It looks like whoever this is coming towards you, that they want to show their affections through actions. And for some of you, like I heard this for Cancer, this could be someone who, you know the term, like they came crawling back. This kind of looks like someone coming crawling back. We have fight for it. So this could be someone for work who stands up for other people. They could be a lawyer or work in the law department or whatever division. I keep hearing division. But it looks like this is someone who wants to fight for you. And we have difficulties. So it definitely feels like this, you know, I am getting that this is probably someone that you know that you've experienced difficulties with, challenges with. And it looks like they're coming in to fight for this. So I feel called to get two more for you. Two more, please, for Scorpio. Two more for Scorpio. We have entrepreneur. What is happening? These cards came out for Cancer as well. So this could be an entrepreneur or you could be an entrepreneur. And we have courage. So it feels like this is someone who you've been through difficulties with, who's working up the courage to come in and fight for this. And then we have on the bottom days, this week within days. So it feels like this is happening very soon. So we're going to get you some tarot. What deck do I want to use? I think I'll use this one. So let's have a look at who this person is. Page of Swords. They could be watching you. Who is this? This definitely could be someone you've had an ending with. And it looks like, from what I'm seeing so far in the energy here in the shuffle, it's looking like someone who's working up the courage to come back in and put this connection back together after an ending. We have the Page of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So it does feel like there's some sort of action coming, some sort of movement with the Page of Wands. This could be someone that you had a false start with. So there could have been the beginning of a connection, but it didn't turn into anything stable. Wheel of Fortune. This definitely feels like you could have experienced a cycle with this person, and perhaps this person needed to make changes and adjustments. And then we have the Three of Swords. I already cut the deck. What am I doing? So where's my list? So who is coming towards Scorpio? Who is coming towards Scorpio? We have Temperance. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, and we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom. So it feels like this, either you walked away from them or they walked away from you in the past. That's being confirmed with that Eight of Cups on the bottom. And it does feel like this is someone who wants to come towards or they want to come to some sort of compromise here, some sort of harmony and balance. For who this is in the past, this could have been someone where there was an imbalance of energy. Perhaps you were giving more to the connection than they were. From what I'm seeing in this energy, they could have been giving more to work than this connection. Third-party interference with work, I'm hearing. This could also be someone who works in like the business sector or works with like contracts, I'm hearing. But for who this is definitely someone wanting to find balance with you. Again, Eight of Cups. So this person, there could have been an imbalance in the energy, and someone could have had to walk away here. This person definitely could have been focused on themselves more than this connection in the past. Yeah, it feels like something was out of balance here with that Temperance card. So let's see how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So they are feeling, I feel like they're watching you, Page of Swords on the bottom. It feels like they're trying to get more information about you. They want to have a conversation with you, Page of Swords. They feel like they need to come in and talk to you. Now with the Eight of Swords in reverse, this is someone who has a new perspective about this connection, about you. And it feels like they want to come out of isolation or separation or no contact with this Eight of Swords in reverse. This person could feel like you've surrendered them, like you're no longer fighting for this connection. You're focusing on yourself. That makes you very alluring and magnetic. They feel like they need to face their fear with the Eight of Swords in reverse. They need to face their fear and take control of the situation. So let's see. The movie Dumbo could be symbolic. I just saw that scene where Dumbo's mother is reaching through the bars. Anyway, that could be symbolic. Elephants could be symbolic. So I'm just going to get another one about how they're feeling about you. How is this person feeling about Scorpio? We have the Sun. So this person sees you. This person, their new perspective could have been that they took you for granted. But it feels like this person feels like you are in this very high vibrational energy right now, very magnetic, very alluring. This person feels a lot of happiness towards you. You could also have a very healing energy with the Sun. And we have Judgment on the bottom. So this person feels like they want to resurrect something with you. They want a renewal. You could have also shone a light on some of the things this person needed to reflect on. I feel like this person feels like you are someone who is self-aware and possibly on a healing journey. I want to get one more. One more for how they feel about you. You could be dealing with a Leo. There's a lot of fire energy coming out. So Page of Pentacles is coming out. 5 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. I'm not going to take all those. But for how they feel about you, you could be an entrepreneur. But this person wants a new start with you, a fresh start with you. They want to plant a new pentacle here. They want to, you know, dedicate themselves here. 5 of Wands in reverse. There's the compromise. They want to make amends. That's what I was hearing with Temperance. So this is someone who doesn't want to fight with you. They want to come to some sort of compromise. They want a truce. They want this difficult period to end. So let's look at that 2 of Pentacles on the bottom. So there could have been inconsistency here. The 2 of Pentacles talks about someone who has a hard time balancing work and love. And I definitely feel that energy within this connection. And this person could also be going back and forth. Have they done enough healing in order to come back towards you? Will they be able to show you a new perspective? Will they be able to offer you consistency? So it feels like they're going back and forth, trying to work up the courage. So let's look at their intentions towards you. What are their intentions? We have the High Priestess. They could want to reveal something to you. The Queen of Wands. So this is very interesting because I'm also seeing the 8 of Wands and the Magician. So it feels like this person wants to communicate and be open with you about something that maybe they haven't been open with you about. The High Priestess can talk about this person wanting to reveal something to you. It could be about a third-party energy. I was hearing third-party energy about work. This person wants to make something happen here with the Magician. We have Pisces energy. We also have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Fire, again, Magician is Virgo and Gemini. So their intentions here are the Queen of Wands is about being open. And like I said with the High Priestess, it feels like there's something they want to reveal to you here. Could be about a third-party energy. And the Queen of Wands is also about confidence. So it feels like this person truly wants to work up the confidence to make something happen with you here. There's that Page of Swords again. I feel like this person is watching you. I know I've said it a couple times. Let me just make sure that's straight. So we're going to look at, that's their intentions. So let's look at their intentions could be to stay quiet until they work up the confidence to come towards you. But on the bottom of this deck, we do have timing. This is coming in very quickly. Know that you're enough. Official, wanting to make it official. So let's see how they'll behave towards you when they come in. Show me this person's behaviors when they come towards Scorpio. Show me this person's behaviors when they come towards Scorpio. Ace of Cups. So they are going to be being open with you, emotionally vulnerable with you. Very loving with the Ace of Cups. 2 of Wands, this person wants to make plans for the future. They want to talk about visions that they see for the future with you. That's how they're going to be behaving. So with the 2 of Wands, it does talk about trying to leave your comfort zone. So it could be uncomfortable for this person to be vulnerable with you, but they are coming in this very loving, vulnerable, emotionally open energy. And it feels, like I said, they want to, I feel like this person... My throat's closing over communication. With the Two of Wands, I do feel like this person, their behavior towards you is they're going to be talking about the future and what they want for the future. Yeah, making plans, planning a future together. So their behavior towards you is they're going to be talking about what they want for the future here, having an in-depth conversation with you, showing you through actions. So that's good. That's good. So how do you feel about this person? Well, geez. Come on. We have the Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. I was wondering if the Two of Pentacles was going to come out for how you feel about them. So for how you feel about them, I do feel like there was an inconsistency here. And you could also be weighing up your options. And I'm not talking about with other people. But you could be like, should I hold on to this person? Should I believe they're coming back? Should I just move on? It does look to me, my throat keeps closing over, which is like throat chakra energy. But it feels to me like for how you feel about this person, you know, you may have had a hard time moving on from them. It does look like if this person could offer you consistency and balance, that you would want to move into calmer waters with them, that you would be open to a reconnection. But at the same time, I'm hearing for some of you, you're kind of going back and forth with whether you should move on, whether you should leave this person in the past, because I do feel like there was inconsistency here. So it's like I'm seeing death on the bottom. So it definitely feels like you had to move forward or walk away, or they walked away because there was inconsistency and imbalance of energy. I'm just going to get one more for how you feel about them. They could also live at a distance or enjoy traveling, which we covered in those cards. How do you feel about this person? We have the Two of Cups. I'm also seeing the Empress here. So it's like you could be feeling like, I'm not going to chase this person. If they want to come back in, they need to come back in towards me. I am seeing that you do, like there's this energy of Seven of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Swords. So again, it feels to me like if this person comes in with clarity and action and showing through action that they're serious, that you would be open to a reunion with them. Two of Cups, you clearly still have feelings for this person with the Two of Cups. 10 of Cups on the bottom. So you do feel like there could be happiness here with the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. All right, so let's see what is blocking this connection. What is blocking this connection? We've got the Five of Cups, so needing to heal past wounds, needing to make amends. And we have the Nine of Cups. So for what's blocking this connection, King of Swords on the bottom. So this person could have had a very relaxed view on love. There also could be something about how this person didn't want to take accountability with the King of Cups or King of Swords as a blockage. Like this person could have been quite defensive and didn't want to take accountability for whatever happened within this connection. Five of Cups for a blockage. So when we look at blockages, we typically take the reversal. So one of the blockages here could have been work, or loss of work. One of the blockages here could be that, you know, you both need to realize that the past, you can't change the past, but you can make amends for it. This person, one of the blockages could be that they're feeling, or they have been feeling very sorry for themselves. And rather than taking accountability, they were just kind of wallowing, I'm hearing. feeling let down, 5 of Cups as a blockage. And then 9 of Cups as a blockage. There could have been arrogance here. Like you could have been dealing with someone who is quite arrogant. Again, King of Swords, this person maybe didn't want to take accountability. I wasn't seeing anything about like manipulative energy, but this person, when feeling triggered or defensive, they could have become manipulative or hurtful with their words. Inner work needed, 9 of Cups, so as a blockage. So one of the main blockages here is that inner work needed to be done. Some soul searching, some healing. And I feel when I was asking how they felt about you, I was seeing that with the Sun and Judgment, that there needed to be like self-reflection, self-evaluation. That's how this person was kind of viewing you too, as someone who is very self-aware. So I feel like this blockage is more on their side, because the 9 of Cups, like I said, for a blockage talks about inner work needing to be done. And the 5 of Cups as a blockage talks about needing to heal past wounds. So I feel like this person could have been very resistant to healing, from doing inner work and healing from past wounds. It also, the 9 of Cups talks about not being in touch with what truly matters. So if you were dealing with someone who is very like workaholic, thought work was the be all and end all, that was one of the blockages here, that they weren't in touch with what truly matters in life. They could have been raised, you know, to believe that work comes first. This also looks like someone who could work in law, like especially like a police officer. But this looks like someone in their uniform at a cafe working. Like I do feel like your person was an overachiever or an overworker. So let's look at the potential outcome here. Potential outcome. We have the 4 of Cups in reverse. That's good. That's clarity and awareness. That's choosing happiness. And that's one of the blockages here, is that somebody here wasn't seeing what truly matters in life. 4 of Cups in reverse does talk about choosing happiness. I do feel like this person has a lot they want to say to you, and the potential outcome, they could come towards you very impulsively, very quickly. You know, we do have that timing card about how this person could show up very fast. So you may not be expecting this with the 4 of Cups in reverse, but clarity, awareness, choosing happiness, being more active in a connection. So I feel like the potential outcome after this person comes in is they are going to be showing through actions that they're more active, that they're ready to balance this, that they're ready to put in more effort. It also talks about a new understanding. So I feel like this person is going to show you a new perspective of what they can offer you. Let's just get one more for potential outcome. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which talks about healing, recovery, the end of a stressful situation. It also talks about 2 people, you know, having an honest conversation and getting things off their chest. So I definitely feel like that is something that's coming through for your person. Oh, we have the Empress for potential outcome. That's beautiful. So the Empress for potential outcome is a healthy, why am I hearing that word? Is that the right word? I'm hearing consensual. I don't know if that's the right word. Nope, it's not consensual. I was hearing the wrong word. There was a crossed wire in my brain. I don't know why I was hearing that. Doesn't that mean like both parties consent? I don't know why I'm hearing that. Sensual, committed relationship. The words sensual and committed were like, there was a crossed wire up there because I was hearing consensual, a committed sensual relationship. And it also talks, the Empress talks about a new beginning, a new abundant beginning, fertility. So that's actually a beautiful outcome here, a birth of a new beginning. Good fortune. and situations that will be successful, the Empress. So that's really good. And like I said, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, that does show alleviating stress by sharing. So an honest conversation where you can share how you feel, they share how they feel. Recovery, facing life, finding help, getting help from partner. So the Nine of Wands, no, the Nine of Swords in reverse brings a message of hope, offering faith in a brighter future and promising better days ahead. This is a relief from pain and suffering, providing a sense of comfort and healing. So comfort and healing and potential outcome. And you know, if you are someone who's awakened, from what I see about how your person feels about you, they see you as someone who's awakened and who is into the healing journey. And I feel like you could actually assist this person. I'm not saying it's your job to help them. But I feel like you could be a good influence on this person, or this person could ask you for help in their own inner work. I feel like in order to come back in, they would have had to do some amount of inner work before coming back in. But I'm almost hearing someone say, like, you, the viewer, this won't be for all of you. But like, you could have this hope with this Two of Cups here that you can continue your healing journey together. You could be someone who has the thought, like, if they would just allow me, I could help them with their healing. And we can't fix other people, but we can help them once they're ready to heal. You can't force anyone to heal. You can't convince anyone to heal. You can't push them into the healing journey. But once they're on that healing journey, once they're ready to heal and they're open to it, you can help them. All right, so what is your advice? What is your advice? Nine of Pentacles. So right now, focus on yourself. Definitely focus on your own abundance, empowering yourself with the Nine of Pentacles. Focus on your independence. Very magnetic energy when you're in the Nine of Pentacles. There's also a message of, for advice in this book, there's a really nice message. This card, this is your advice. This card is a positive indication that better times are around the corner. If you have been in the process of experiencing troubles, there will soon be a shift towards a new beginning. Yay! So there is a shift coming here within this connection. You will be rewarded for your efforts with the Nine of Pentacles. And right now, focus on your success, focus on your independence, focus on your self-sufficiency. It also talks about, you know, keep your high standards. Like, don't lower your standards for this person. I also see the Seven of Swords on the bottom in reverse. So that tells me that this person is going to come out of the darkness here and want to confess something, which makes sense with their behavior towards you. They're going to be open and honest about something with the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. So there could be a confession of some sort coming towards you, whether that's about work, whether that's about what happened during separation. That can be hard if you've been in separation with someone and then they come back and they admit, like, oh, when we were separated, I did this. I heard a reader once say, don't let that trigger your ego. Not everybody, like, I'll just use the example if this person was with someone else when you were in separation and that's what they have to confess to you. Not everybody stays celibate. Why am I hearing celibate? Not everybody stays celibate during separation. And just remember that if you were in separation, this might be triggering for some people to hear, and I get it because this happened to me, but we can't hold that against the person when they come back, what they did in separation, because you weren't together. And the first thing that's going to do, like, for example, I'm not saying this person was with someone else, but if they were, and they come in and they confess that to you, that there was someone else during separation, the first thing it's going to do is trigger your ego. It's going to trigger your ego, and you're going to, wonder, like, don't start comparing yourself to the person that they were with when you were separated. And just remember that when two people are separated, they're not committed to each other. I know that's hard for some people to hear, but I had to say it. All right, so let's get some channeled messages from your person. Channeled messages from this person. Channeled messages from this person. All right. This person, one of the blockages, we have "you are wrong" on the bottom. So one of the blockages here, I was seeing that this person could have been quite defensive. So they could have told you were wrong in the past. So let's see what this person wants to say. Oh, that's good. That's an outcome there. So that's really good, because that's coming out in your outcome as the Four of Cups in reverse, someone choosing their happiness. And that makes me happy with all this talk about work and somebody realizing what's really important in life. It's not work. It's not how much money you make. It's love and happiness. So happiness is my priority. We have the Ace of Swords. So clearly this person has had a breakthrough about this connection. We have 15, sex. So there could have been strong sexual energy between you. We have this, I want you. So even if this person comes in and confesses that when you were separated, they were with someone else, just, again, it's going to trigger your ego. It could trigger a shadow here with the Devil energy. It could even be that one of the confessions, and I don't usually hear this kind of stuff, but it could be that one of the confessions that they come in with is that they were with someone else in separation, and they could say to you, it was just sex. I want you. So just remember, if you feel your ego being triggered, or your like rejection, sensitivity being triggered, don't respond right away. Take a step back to reflect before you respond. I am absolutely in love with you. So we have Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands does show like movement, passion, attraction. We have I want a fresh start with you, which I did see how they feel about you. Page of Pentacles, they want a fresh start. The Empress also talks about a fresh start. And we have I just wish things were different. I don't know where to put this because I want to call out the numbers. I just wish things were different. On the bottom of the deck, I lie awake thinking about our future, which their behavior or their intentions towards you, behavior. So their intentions towards you are to be open and honest. I misspoke when I said that was behavior. Their behavior towards you, they do want to talk about the future. Two of Wands, make plans for the future. So be patient with me for one moment. I'm about to call out a bunch of numbers. I'm being called to call out years and months and days of the month. So the 31st, I'm just going to start with double digits for days of the month before I start with years and months and days. So the 13th of the month, the 31st of a month, 14th of a month, 15th of a month could be symbolic. I won't repeat those. Years, 61, 68, 63, 67, 64, 74, 78, 76, 71, 73, 86, 81, 84, 87, 83. Now we'll do months. January 3rd, January 1st, January 8th, January 6th, January 4th, January 7th. I know it's a lot. March 1st, March 8th, March 6th, March 7th, March 4th, August 6th, 1st, 3rd, 7th, 4th, June 1st, 8th, 3rd, 7th, 4th, July 1st, 3rd, 8th, 6th, 4th, 7th, April 7th, 1st, 6th, 8th, 3rd, 4th. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Anyway, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.